Dr. Manjunath IAS, Associate Professor, Don Bosco Institute of Technology, Department of Chemistry, Bangalore. So today I am going to show a experiment followed by demonstration for the very important experiment in the engineering chemistry lab, that is determination of chemical oxygen demand of wastewater in the given sample by using standard potassium dichromate solution. Right. So why this experiment is very important in the lab? Because here this COD is one of the important parameter. It is used to analyze the quality of the wastewater. Then of course you might have known about the difference between wastewater and sewage water. The wastewater, the water which is come out from the industrial usage, that is called the wastewater. It is also called as industrial effluent. Similarly, sewage water is nothing but the water which is come out after the domestic usage is called as the sewage. So now we got the difference between the sewage water as well as the waste water. But here we are going to perform the COD experiment because this is the very important parameter in order to identify the purity of the wastewater. So here the wastewater may contain a more number of the organic and inorganic impurities like the acidic functional group, ester functional group, ether functional group, and also many dissolved salts may be present in that wastewater, including oils and greases. Then once this wastewater reaches into a pond or river, then it will affect on the aquatic ecosystem and also it leads to the effect on the human health. So in order to mitigate this problem, several physical, chemical and biological methods have been developed. So out of this, so here the chemical oxygen demand is also one of the important experiments in order to justify the purity of the wastewater. So here this experiment involves the three important steps, namely the first one is the preparation of standard ferrous ammonium sulfate solution. Right. So here the ferrous ammonium sulfate solution is used as a reducing agent. Then here the second part is the back titration. Means here the back titration is what the reaction should be carried out in presence of the wastewater sample. And the third point is here the reaction should be carried out without the wastewater sample is called the blank titration. Then let me look into the first step, that is the preparation of the standard ferrous ammonium sulfate solutions. So before going to that experiment, we should know what is the definition of COD, right? So what is COD? Here the COD or chemical oxygen demand is defined as the milligram of oxygen is required for the complete oxidation of organic and inorganic impurities present in 1 liter wastewater sample by using the strong potassium dichromate solution is called as the chemical oxygen demand. Right. Then let me look into the first part, that is the preparation of the ferrous ammonium sulfate solution. Then here we have to take a known weight of the ferrous ammonium crystals and transfer it to the weighing bottle, and we have to take a weight of the weighing bottle along with the FPS crystals with the help of the digital weighing balance. Then note on the readings. Then that will be taken as W1. Then after that we have to transfer the crystals carefully into a volumetric glass. Then we have to note on the weight of the empty weighing bottle. Then that can be considered as W2. Then the difference between W1 minus W2 will give the how much amount of the FPS crystals taken in the volumetric flask. Then after that we need to add 1 test tube of the sulfuric acid in order to remove the any impurities present in the ferrous ammonium sulfate crystals. Then followed by we need to make up the solutions by using the distilled water. Then we have to shake the reaction mixture and keep it aside. Then this solution is called as a standard solution of the ferrous ammonium sulfate solution. Here the standard solution is nothing but the solution whose concentration is known is called as a standard solution. Then after the preparation of the standard solution, then we have to perform the titration with the wastewater sample. Then here after preparing the standard FAS solution, then that solution we have to take in the burette. So now I am going to explain the observation for the what are the chemicals required for the experiment. Then here in the burette we have to take a standard ferrous ammonium sulfate solution. Then in conical flask we have to take a 25 ml of the wastewater sample from the industries, and we need to add 25 ml of the potassium dichromate solution. Right, so here the potassium dichromate acts as an oxidizing agent. Then followed by we need to add 1 test tube of mixture of silver sulfate, mercury sulfate and sulfuric acid. So here why we are going to add this mixture of all the three chemicals? Because here the sulfuric acid, silver sulfate will catalyze the reaction, means it will enhance the rate of oxidation. Then followed by the mercury sulfate will avoid the mercury sulfate will avoid the interference of chloride ions. Then here the sulfuric acid will provide the acidic medium for the potassium dichromate, because here the potassium dichromate acts as oxidizing agent only in presence of the acidic medium. Then after adding that, we have to add a 1 to 2 drops of the ferrine indicator. Here the ferrine indicator is in red color and is in the reduced form. Then we are after adding the ferrine indicator, we have to titrate against the solution with the standard ferrous ammonium sulfate solution taken in the burette. Then we have to continue the titration, then till the color changes from bluish green to reddish brown color. So this is the observation and chemical required for the experiment. Then once you obtain this reddish brown color, you have to note down the reading. Then you have to repeat the titration in order to get a concordant values. Then you have to go for the next step. Here the next step is, here we have to carry the reaction without the wastewater sample, that is called as the blank titration. So here in the third step, here the blank titration, we have to carry out the reaction without this 25 ml of the wastewater sample. So we should avoid the addition of the wastewater sample into this solution, and without this wastewater sample we need to add potassium dichromate and mixture of silver sulfate, mercury sulfate and sulfuric acid, followed by add the ferrine indicator. Then you have to titrate against the ferrous ammonium sulfate solution until you obtain a reddish brown color. Then once you obtain the reddish brown color, you have to stop doing the experiment. Again we have to note down the burette reading for the blank titrations also. Then here this blank titrate value is denoted as a x in the cube, and here the blank titrate value is denoted as a y centimeter cube. So this is all about the experiment explanation in theoretically. Next I will be going to take you engineering chemistry lab for giving a demonstration for the same experiment. Okay, so now I am going to give a demonstration for the COD experiment. Here the operators required for the experiment is, here is the burette. It is a graduated burette. Here you can see the graduation from 0 to 50 ml. Then this is the burette stand. You have to clamp the burette stand like this. Then here this is the volumetric flask or standard flask, and this flask will help for the preparation of the standard solution. Then this is the funnel. Then this is the conical flask. Then here this is the wash bottle. So in order to make up the solution, we are going to use this wash bottle, and here we are going to use the pipette for the pipetting the solutions, and this is the reagent bottle. In order to store the wastewater sample and other reagents, we are going to use the reagent bottles, and here the solutions are reagents required for the experiment is, here we have collected the wastewater sample from the some industries, nearby industries. Then we have taken the potassium dichromate solution for oxidizing the organic impurities present in the wastewater sample. Then this is the ferroin indicator, which is in red color because it is in reduced form, right? And also we are going to use a mixture of silver sulfate, mercury sulfate, and the sulfuric acid is taken in this wash bottle, and also this is the sulfuric acid solution. Then here we have to prepare a standard ferrous ammonium sulfate solution. Then here we have to wash the apparatus thoroughly before going to start the experiment. Here already I have washed all the apparatus. Then now I am going to take a weight of the ferrous ammonium crystals near to the weighing balance. So this is the digital weighing balance. So by using this digital weighing balance, here we are going to take a exact known amount of the ferrous ammonium crystals. Then here you can see the ferrous ammonium crystals solution, reagent bottle. Then here from that we have to transfer it into the weighing bottle. Then here we have to take a weight of the FPS crystals and weighing bottle, then that will consider as a W1. So you have to, before going to keep the reagent, you have to make it there and keep it inside and note down the weight of the ferrous ammonium crystals, that is 7.750. Note down the values in the observation book. Then after noting down the values, you have to carefully transfer all the crystals into a clean and washed volumetric flask. Then if you spill any small amount of the FPS crystals, then that will deviate the expected value. Then after that you have to take a weight of the empty weighing bottle, then that will consider as the W2. Note on the W2 value. Then the difference between W1 minus W2 will give the amount of ferrous ammonium sulfate taken in the volumetric flask. Then here after taking a weight of FPS crystals, here we have to come back to the table. Then here we have to take a dilute sulfuric acid and we have to add 1 test tube of the sulfuric acid into a FAS crystals in order to remove the dissolved impurities present in the FAS crystals. So like this we have to transfer. We have to carefully transfer all the amount of the water into a volumetric flask like this. So without spilling any amount of the water or weight of the crystals, we have to then here we have to make up the solution like this. So by using adding drop by drop of the distilled water, we have to make up the solution. So till the lower meniscus should coincide with the mark. Then once the lower meniscus coincide with the mark, then it is said to be a 250 ml solution, standard solution. Then we have to close the stopper and we have to mix the reaction mixture properly 2 to 3 times by shaking the volumetric flask like this. Then after that we have to transfer this prepared ferrous ammonium sulfate solution into a clean and washed burette.